between a master's degree that is based on the ACCA syllabus. So some students will be sitting for the ACCA examination. Some students will be sitting for the in-house CAMED Master Program examination. The course content will be the same. The content will be the same, but the rigor is different. Rigor is the difficulty in the examination is different. For ACCA, you'll be sitting in the June examination on the screen. The exam, if you sit for the June, you'll be 5th of June this year. However, some students may wait until September or December to sit the ACCA examination. But if you're taking the in-house master's program, it is slightly easier because you have assignment. But ACCA students got no assignment. It's just pure exam based. For the master program student, there'll be 3 assignments that to help you pass this exam. But everything is still based on ACCA knowledge. So regardless if you're an ACCA student or a master program student, we all learn the same thing. Except for ACCA student, no need to hand up assignments, just you go for the exam. If you're a master program student, you got 3 assignments plus 1 exam, which is to help you pass the exam altogether. So now that you have know that there are 2 groups of students here, allow me to invite you to this Google Classroom, all right, where it will look like this. So there's a Google Classroom for 8 p.m. You have to sign in your CAMED email address, and then you go to the apps. There's an app called Classroom. But first of all, you have to sign in using your CAMED email address. So with your CAMED email address, you should come here and you will see stream, which is mostly containing the announcement. And then you see classwork. You see classwork. As you can see, there's this class note, and it says there lesson 1. At the moment, it is empty. There's nothing there. There's nothing there because I have not yet uploaded. Therefore, whatever I'm writing down on this software called Windows Journal, I think this is the last few years that I can use Windows Journal. I've been using it for about 12 years, but because many computers are now becoming Windows 11, and this is also published by Microsoft, but it is not compatible with Windows 11. So very soon, I will not be able to use Windows Journal anymore. So I guess this is still the last few years that I probably can use it. Otherwise, we have PDF. If you open a software called Microsoft Edge, this is the one. It allows you to write on, just as you can see, you can write on a PDF straight away. If you are using a Windows computer, Apple, I do not know. I mean, I used to use Apple, but I think for work purposes, Microsoft is a little bit more flexible in terms of working purposes. So anyway, this is your Google Classroom. On the Google Classroom, you look forward to lesson 1, which is at the end of this morning at 11:30. I will show what's going on. All right, then we have the orientation slides, and this is your examination schedule. This is the draft, so you cannot see this. As you can see, there are different assignments. All right, so if you sign up for the master program, this will help you pass the exam. And here, this is our course classification if you want to look. But more interestingly, is your 8 p.m. schedule. So this is the Google Classroom for the classwork, and this is our schedule. Allow me to guide you on some administrative factors before I start to teach. So on the schedule, this is our timetable. In total, there will be 70. Why so many? Yeah, correct. So sorry, I remembered wrongly. In my Singapore classes, I have 16 lectures. In Cambodia, I have 17 lectures. So yeah, this is correct. 17 lectures plus 5 revision classes. So as you can see, most of our classes are 3.5 hours, although occasionally there are some 3 hours only. Therefore, it is here today from 8 until 11:30. In between, there'll be a 15-minute break. But if you need to go to the toilet or anything, just help yourself, yeah? First lesson, face-to-face. Then, or if you're at home, watch me, also fine, yes? Then this is our timetable. We follow the timetable strictly. Coming weekend, so today's a Sunday, next week, both Saturday and Sunday, I'll be back in Singapore tomorrow, and I'll teach you all online. So occasionally, there'll be some online classes, but there'll be lesser physical classes. You will see me again after the Chinese New Year, which is on Saturday and Sunday. It is 3 hours followed by 3.5 hours. So then you will not see me at all in person until the revision classes in May. So March you do not see me, April you do not see me. So February you see me there. Oh, March you see me one more time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, March you see me one more time. I've forgotten. Because for the bachelor's degree, they don't see me, right? So yeah, for March you still see me one more time, also which is good. So February you see me one time. March you see me one time, but April you do not see me. Then wait until the revision classes. So because of COVID, there's a mixture between physical classes as well as online classes. So we have the flexibility there. Now, so this is our timetable. Next, allow me to come back to the screen and referring to your class material. It will look like this on the Google Classroom. You will have the do you see lecture notes? It is under the materials. There's one called APM lecture note. If you click on the APM lecture note, you either can have the soft copy or you can have the physical copy. If you come to school, you can collect the physical copy. It looks very beautiful. And this is the class note. So allow me to introduce myself to you, referring to the CAMEd class note first. I am Roy. I come from Singapore. I have been teaching in CAMEd for the past 10 years. So I first met Casey 10 years ago in Nottingham. And then he invited me to come to Cambodia to teach. Ever since, I have only started teaching one paper called APM. Eventually, I went on to teach SPR and APM. And then I also went on to teach IFRS for SME. And I stopped doing that. Now I'm teaching the 3 papers in CAMEd: SPR, APM, and the FR Bachelor's Program. So this is me, 3 papers I'm teaching at CAMEd for the past 10 years in total. And then in Singapore, I'm teaching in 2 schools. One is the London School of Business and Finance. I'm teaching 4 papers there: FR, PM, SPR, APM. So I'm teaching 4 papers in Singapore, School 1. Then I'm also teaching in another school. I'm teaching 3 papers there: Year 1, Year 2 Bachelor's Degree, Accounting; Year 3, Financial Statements Analysis; and a Master's Program, in fact, 2 Master's Program on Master of Science, Master of Finance, Master of Management. So 2 Master Program for, again, accounting. So basically, I'm teaching almost every day. So this is my number 3 week of working without a day off. Tomorrow, when I return to Singapore, is my first day off in 3 weeks. Every day I'm teaching. So this is me. Hi, welcome, good morning. This is me teaching a lot of accounting in the French school called ESSEC. Right? So this is a French university. They come to Singapore and I'm teaching there as well, and in Cambodia. So I have a master degree in finance, and this is called an academic qualification. So if I just arrived, good morning, I am beginning to introduce myself to students. So if you can see, this master degree in finance is an academic qualification. What does that mean? Once you pass the exam, you can put the title master's degree, your bachelor's degree after your name. Do you need experience? No. Is it outdated? Maybe. If I tell you, I received this master's degree 20 years ago. It's a long time, 20 years ago. Before I turned 30 years old, I received this master's degree 20 years ago. So what does it mean? Outdated. It is outdated because 20 years old knowledge, more or less, I've forgotten some of it, to be honest with you. However, what does FCCA mean? What does CA mean? This means that I'm a professional accountant. So what's the difference between ACCA and a master's program? A master's program is an academic qualification. Once you pass the examination, you have the title. But an ACCA and a chartered accountant, these are professional qualification. Sorry, what does it mean? Imagine you study medicine. You graduate from the medical school, you are not yet a doctor. You are a medical graduate. Then after that, you go to the hospital, intern for maybe 5 years. Then once you get the experience, you become a doctor. And every year, you must attend training to be the updated knowledge. Next thing, imagine you graduate law school. You are not a lawyer. You are a law graduate. Then you join a law firm to learn for 3 years, 4 years. Then you start to practice law, start your own law firm. Same thing, same thing. You graduate accounting. You are not yet an accountant. What does it mean? You are accounting graduate. And in order to become an accountant, ACCA says you have to PER. What's that? Practical experience requirements. Then you gain the experience and you attend the EPSM. What's that again? Ethics and Skills Professional Module. So all these are ACCA courses that's online that you have to attend in order to become finally an accountant. Basically, pass ACCA exam, you have to have 3 years of experience before and after you graduate, pass the online ethics module, then you apply to become an accountant. I have many Facebook friends and students in Cambodia. 2 years ago, one student passed ACCA. And yesterday, he posted something on Facebook, a Cambodia student. He says, he show off, I use the word show off, an ACCA email, and it says 5 working days, you will become an ACCA member. It says your approval, your application for ACCA member has been approved. So 5 working days, they will reply you. So it takes him 5 more days. See, he graduated 2 years ago. 2 years ago, 2022. All right, then he graduated ACCA. He needed to work for 2 more years to get the ACCA membership. So once you are ACCA member, they call ACCA. But when you become older, a little bit more experienced, they call you a fellow. Fellow just a senior member. And I'm both an accountant with ACCA and an accountant with Singapore ISCA, which is the Singapore accounting body. So what makes me an accountant? I have to attend updates every year. I'm going to pay them money every year to become a member. So 20 years ago, I collected my master's degree and I've forgotten a little bit of it. And I am an accountant. In order to continue being an accountant, you have to have yearly training. Hi, good morning. So you have to have all this yearly training. So this is the difference between an ACCA and a master's program that you are studying. I hope by explaining, you know that there are 2 different qualifications. You understand the differences, right? So this is an academic qualification, a master's degree. This is a professional qualification where you need to become a member of a certain accounting body. Hi, good morning, welcome to class. So there, what's ACTA? ACTA stands for Accounting. No. Advanced Certificate in Training and Assessment. So this is the Singapore government rule that says if you want to be a teacher, you must have a certificate in teaching. The knowledge is one thing, but this is another certificate in teaching. So I'm a trained teacher in Singapore. Yeah, so you know Singapore government have a lot of, make you take a lot of certification in order to become a teacher or something. So I am fulfilling all that. So this is just me explaining myself to you, introducing. I've been teaching for the past 25 years. This is a long time, 25 years of lecturing. So, who am I? I am Roy. Nice to see you. Now, if you can turn to your differences in the material, then this is your class notes you can download from the class notes on the Google Classroom. Otherwise, you can actually collect this book. Yes, at ChemEd physical book. So, as you can see, it is very beautifully designed. All right. Then I'm still scrolling the book. All right. So this is all, finally, this is written by me. All the beautiful pictures is not prepared by me, but this is me. Here's my ChemEd email address on page number 1. Right, page number 1. My ChemEd email address. When you see me, you can ask me questions in person. But if you do not see me, you can email me here, roy@chemed.com, just ROY. Otherwise, if you're at home, you can also chat. If we have classes online, you can chat. Or if you do not want to chat, you can unmute yourself and you can talk. I'll be able to hear you speaking. So although it is online, some courses are online when I go back to Singapore next week. Saturday, Sunday classes are online. So you can still unmute yourself and talk to me. All right. So yeah, this is me. And this is the materials that I prepared last month. All right. Every 6 months, I always change my material. So where am I now? I'm referring to your page number 3, moving on to page number 5, introduction of the paper. So what am I doing now is I'm introducing the exam structure based on ACCA first. If you are an ACCA student, you will see this exam structure. If you are not an ACCA student, then you will not be able to log in. So this is only for. Must you copy this? Not necessary. I will upload this onto the Google Classroom later. Therefore, there is nothing that you need to copy. Between listening and copying, listening is very important because whatever you have here, I will upload to the Google Classroom in PDF. So if you want to copy, I'm not stopping you, but it is not necessary. Here, I have 2 groups of students. So I have an ACCA student, I have a master program student. Although the content is the same, but the method of assessment is different. So I'm referring to only for ACCA students. Only for ACCA students. So look, what do? If you can see, I save this file. Later, when the class ends, I will print. I'll print into PDF. Then I'll be able to upload. So if you are an ACCA student, then you may want to visit computer-based exam practice platform. If you are ACCA student, so this is another website. So what I do, CBEPT, computer-based exam practice platform, pt.accaglobal.com. Only if you are ACCA student. If you're a master program student, it doesn't help, right? Because you don't have to log in details. Then you enter. Then it will take a little bit of time because the server comes from UK. The server is in UK. So what am I doing? Again, I'm explaining certain administrative matters because I got 2 groups of students. So you need to know the differences. So if you are ACCA student, you're going to pay attention to this. Then you will click your registered email address with ACCA. If you are not an ACCA student, you don't have any registered email address. Mine is argo@lsbf.education.singapore. So this is my Singapore school, and I click on next. Then my password is. Then I click on login. Then they will ask you save. Well, it's a public computer, so no, never. Then admin, because as a teacher can add things, but candidate, you choose candidate. I think you don't get to see this page, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so there will be this icon, Some students have a short hair icon, but for some reason, mine is always a long hair icon. I don't know why. Then you are sitting for 8 p.m. and you have all these resources like past exam library if ACCA student. Then you have to assign everything. Because once you assign, it will appear as unassigned. If you assign it, it'll be correct. If you assign it, it'll be correct. Right? Then wait a few moments. On the left-hand side, you appear, called the past exam. So on the left-hand side, this is your 2023, September, December. You have to assign on the right. On the right-hand side, you assign. On the left-hand side, it will appear. Only for ACCA student. If you're a master program student, this is not relevant to you. Not relevant. Then you click start. You click start. So if you're an ACCA student, you need to know this because you'll be sitting for a computer-based exam. This is called the instruction. All right. Then you have to scroll up and down. Then on the bottom right of the screen, you can click next to go to next page, instruction 1 of 4. This is called a scroll bar. You have to read. And ACCA has a function. If you do not finish scrolling, you cannot go to the next page. So let's say we finish scrolling, we go to the next page. And instruction 2 of 4, right? And you're going to scroll to go to the next page. And 3 of 4, obviously, I'm not reading. Because I think reading portion, students can read this at home all by yourself. So I got no problem letting you read if you're an ACCA student. Because if you're not an ACCA student, it's not relevant to you. So I don't know how to spend time on this. You're going to scroll up and down. Otherwise, you cannot go to the next page. Then this is the scroll bar, top and bottom, left and right. There's another left and right scroll bar. So once you scroll everything, then you can go to next page. See, you have not viewed the entire screen. They don't let me go to next page. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to scroll all the way up. Then I'm going to left and right. Then I can go to next page. It's very troublesome. But it is a foolproof method to make sure that all students have scored the whole page. For ACCA exam, question 1, 50 marks. So I got 2 groups of students. This is the examination format for ACCA, but not your master program student. For master program student, you have assignment. Please do well in the assignment because assignments will earn mark to help you pass the exam. So that's the assignment portion for ACCA students. This is question 1, 50 marks. 50 marks. Then there'll be a compulsory question 2, question 3, 25, 25. So 50, 25, 25, altogether 100 marks. So in order to pass, there'll be 50 marks necessary, and you go on to the next page. So are you ready to start? Yes. ACCA have a computer-based exam. So that's how you work. And that, do you know that there's an exchange square? This is CAMED. There's Independence Square. Then somewhere that side where the Hard Rock Hotel, Hard Rock Cafe is, there's an exchange square. That building, ACCA office is there. ACCA office in Cambodia is there. So if you need help with ACCA, you can go there, knock on their door, they can have tea with you. They are very friendly people. So ACCA people is there. They have an office, local office. So scroll up and down, then you go to the next page. And this is how it looks like. For ACCA examination, this is your actual exams for September, December 2023. It's an actual examination, actual one, yeah? So students sitting ACCA will have a summary page of an exhibit. This is called the exhibit. If I click exhibit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will contain information. For example, exhibit 1 will be the background funding arrangement of the organization of an Aslan hospital and the ambulance service. So obviously I'm a service provider, like hospital service, yeah? Then I have the requirement. As you can see, I click on the requirement, a new window will pop up. It will pop up like that. You have to go to the gray area and you move it around the screen using the gray area and your mouse. All right? Then this is 1st September now, report writing. Every question 1 will be report writing. Even for the master program student, question 1 will still be report writing, still be. And there'll be performance management, value for money, league table. So there are 3 parts, 13, 14, 13. Wow, 40 mark. And there's a free 10 mark for your professional marks. Free professional mark. So this is how ACCA hope to help students to pass. For the master program student, the questions will be based on ACCA. The questions in actual examination coming June will be based on ACCA. So, like I said, the content is the same between a master program student and an ACCA student, except the mode of examination different. ACCA student will be sitting for computer-based exam on the ACCA website, right? You're going to register for the exam. For a master program student, you will sit for in-house examination. Hi, good morning. Welcome to class. I'm now explaining the exam format to both ACCA student and the master program student. So welcome and good morning. There will be a word processor whereby you'll be able to type your answer. You may realize it's so small on the screen. How do I make it bigger? You can only move it up and down if you go to the top. But if you go to the bottom right-hand side, you may see a small little white triangle. Do you see? There's a small little white triangle inside. Do you see? A small little white triangle. If you cannot see, I don't blame you. Because when you have gray and white, it is not very clear. So you click on the white triangle, you can drag it bigger. This is the only one place to make it bigger, that's all. All right, and eventually I'll be typing some things with you in class, but not today. Not today. Today is not the day to be typing. And there will be a spreadsheet, an empty spreadsheet that looks like a Microsoft Excel, but with lesser function. A Microsoft Excel spreadsheet have a lot of functions and tools, but this is an ACCA practice platform spreadsheet, similar to Excel, but a whole lot simpler. So in the ACCA exam, students must type on a word processor. Students have to use a spreadsheet if there's any calculation. Therefore, your typing skill on a keyboard must be fast. Imagine you type with 1 finger per hand. Then you will not have enough time to pass the exam because it is only 3 hours and 15 minutes, not 5 hours. So if you have not been practicing typing, you have to start practicing typing. Never go to the exam and start typing. For both ACCA student, master program student, the same. There'll be a lot of typing for both ACCA and the master program student. You will not be writing anymore. So you need to start typing. Okay, coming back. For the ACCA exam, you can close everything. So the picture all gone. Then you can go on to the exhibit 1. What I said? The background and funding arrangement. You click on this, a new window pop up. Go to the top, move it up and down if you are ACCA student, but don't cover all this. You need to see the word symbol, highlight, strike through, calculator, and so on, just below that. And on the right-hand side, make it bigger. Still too small? Oh, there's an internal zoom plus sign. If you plus this, it becomes bigger. As you can see, bigger. Then you can scroll up and down. It's easier to read. If you like this paragraph, for example, if you think that this paragraph is a good paragraph, you can highlight with your mouse, Control C, Control C. Then you come back to the word processor. You can actually Control V, you can paste it. So this will save you some time. It will save you some time. So learn how to copy, Control plus C, how to paste, Control plus V. Copy and paste, C and V. Then you'll be able to save a lot of time. Do you follow? So eventually I'll teach you more about this exam technique. Remember, I have to say 2 things because I've got 2 types of students. The ACCA students need to know this. The master program students don't need to know this. But I have 2 groups, so you will hear me saying things like that. I'm so sorry if it do not apply to you. because you're a master program student, but there are some friends who are ACCA students, I need to do this. So thank you for your understanding. All right, so let's now come back. Once you finish, that's the next page. Section B. Then if you're ready, you click on the bottom right-hand side, there's the next page, yeah? And same things happen, but it is only for 25 marks. And you still have some spreadsheet, some word processor. If you click on next, it is on. And once you finish, you click on next, and you ask you to end on the bottom left-hand side. Now, ACCA students pay attention to this because not even teachers know how to find the answer. Some teachers don't know how to find the answer. So if you're an ACCA student, you want to find the answer, where do you go? You end the exam first. Then you will say, are you sure? Of course, I'm sure. Are you sure? Yes. Because once you end, you cannot go back. ACCA will ask you more than one time. Only 2 times. Don't expect them to ask you 4 times. Only 2 times. Are you sure you want to stop? Because if you stop, you cannot go back. Yes, I'm sure. Now it says the answer, your answers, your response is available for marking. You can mark it now. That means the answer is not available. What do? You exit on the bottom left-hand side, exit. I don't blame you if you don't see the word mark. You see? White color background with a gray color words. Who can see? That's why teachers are old people like me, old people. Now, if you're old people, sometimes our eyesight not very good. So as a result, what do you see? It's very not obvious, inconspicuous. So you click on mark. So if you click on mark, okay, congratulations. Now you know how to find the answer for the December 2023, the youngest ACCA exam. So this is how you can mark, you can self-mark. You click here, all the answers will pop up. All right, so if you're an ACCA student, you need to know the resource. So if you just join us, welcome. What have I done? I am actually referring to your lecture note. Not this page. I have quite a few pages. I think, yeah, this one. I'm now on your lecture notes, page number 6. If the top is page number 5, I'm sure page number 6. And then some student notice, hang on, how come on your book you have this very beautiful icon on the left that says that CAMET Business School? How come on my page I don't have? See, it's so empty, right? Because I am not a book designer, I'm just a teacher. I write lecture notes on a simple Word document. I send to CAMET in PDF. CAMET changed 2 things. CAMET changed the heading and they changed the page number. For example, you see page number 6. My page may not be the same all the time. My page is page number 7. So how? Which one do you follow? Well, you have the book. Your book says that page number 6. But my lecture notes says that page number 7. But the content is the same. Must you worry? No need. But just do aware that I write this, I send to CAMET, they added the heading, put it into a very nice design book so that can publish. Right? So as a teacher, I write in PDF, I send to them. So that is why some pages are different, but rest assured, the content is the same. The content is the same. So there will be a technical mark, there will be a professional mark. Like this on the screen. And only for question 1, for both ACCA and the master program students, you'll be a report writing. So this is the exam format. Clear? For ACCA students and the master program students, the marking is similar, but for your master program, it is easier to earn the marks. For ACCA, it's not so easy to earn the marks, although the question is the same. All right. Then, this is your ACCA exam date on the 5th of June. Hence, if you come to my class, I always do 2 things. Number 1, I will count down. Today is the 28th of January. Your exam is the 5th of June. I will count down with you to the ACCA exam. But if you're a master program student, your exam is also about June, maybe 2nd week. maybe third week, also about June. So the day in the master program exam is not yet confirmed. So I cannot help you yet. So any questions up to this time? At least you know who am I, you know the exam format, right? Good. So where do we go? We go on to your aim of the paper. For the aim of the paper, this I leave it to you to read. I'm not a teacher. I'm not I'm not an English teacher. I'm an accountant. So there are certain things I will not be reading. So this page number 8, I leave it to you to read. So page number 9, also you read by yourself. Then pages 10, 11, you can also read until you turn to this page number 14. You turn to this page number 14, you notice that this December 2023 is empty. Page 14, December 2023 is missing. And I'll say to you, thank you very much in advance. Why? It is because, look at the screen, I wrote down something. As a teacher, I stopped going for exam. And I rely on ACCA student who sit for the ACCA exam, and then they email me, they Facebook Messenger me, they say, okay, these are the topics that came up in question 1, 2, and 3. So I rely on ACCA students to tell me what is this. If you want to copy, it's fine, but you don't copy, it's also all right. Like I say, this is called Windows Journal. Everything that you see here, I will go and print it out into PDF. I will upload in this, what we call the Google Classroom. So if you want to copy, you can, but it's not necessary that you copy. It's not necessary. So this, if you are sitting for the ACCA exam, please email me and tell me what come out in your March, if you're sitting for March or June or September or December. ACCA got 4 exams in a year. Okay, so this is me on page number 14, we finish. Next, there's this one. Oh, you can actually ignore this because this is the school I'm teaching in Singapore called London School of Business and Finance. But if you're looking at the CAMED, oh, this is the one in CAMED, right? Yeah, obviously they never removed this. Like I said, I'm teaching in 3 schools. CAMED, LSBF, London School of Business and Finance, and a French school called ESSEC. Let me just show you who is ESSEC. Just a quick moment, yeah. ESSEC. So yeah, this is ESSEC. Cergy is in France. This is the Cergy University. Then I have another ESSEC Singapore. I'm teaching in ESSEC Singapore branch. I do not go to their French office, but I'm teaching with this. This is the school. There's a road, little road here, right? I drive in here, I park in the school. So this is the school's corner view. It is at the cross junction. This is in Singapore. Asia Pacific is in Singapore. So I have a bachelor degree on Thursday. Today is a Sunday. Coming Thursday, I got 2 bachelor classes with them. So this is ESSEC. And then come March, my master program will start. So I also got 2 master programs with them. So yeah, like I say, I'm a professional accountant. I'm a very experienced accounting teacher. So you're learning from me, who is an accountant and who has been teaching for 25 years in 3 different schools. I've been teaching at ESSEC for the past 5 years, CAMED for the past 10 years. So LSBF, 12 years. Previously, I was teaching with Kaplan Singapore, also teaching there for 12 years. So I'm not a person who change job very regularly. Yeah, so, but this is the few schools I'm teaching with at this moment, yeah. I used to visit Indonesia, and I teach in Hong Kong P2 SPR, and I teach in Cantonese. Yeah, because Hong Kong people, everything they do, they speak Cantonese. My Cantonese is not very good, but I manage, and half the time the class is laughing at me. Yeah, so yeah, I'm teaching in many countries, Kuala Lumpur, Yangon, Indonesia, Cambodia, and Yangon is Myanmar. Funny thing about Yangon, a little bit sidetrack. You cannot find motorcycle in Yangon. Yangon is a city in Myanmar. No motorcycle unless you're a police. Police can have motorcycle. Why? I asked a student, the student say pollution. I asked the manager of the school says last time there was some accident, so the government banned motorcycle in Yangon. Other city, Myanmar, you can have a motorcycle. So it is interesting when you go to different country, you see the culture is very different. Motorcycle, I thought it's cheap and good, right? But cannot have. So the traffic jam is a lot worse than Cambodia. Very bad traffic jam because you got no motorcycle, everyone drive a car. You can imagine the traffic jam. Anyway, this is the logo of my Singapore school that I'm teaching at, also ACCA. I thought that they have removed that. So, sorry to tell you this, but you have two useless formula. You never need to use this. I've been teaching this paper for many, many years. Since it started in 2007, all right, there is no need for use of this at all. Because you have a present value table, one useless, I can only have whole percentages. If I ask you for 5.5%, cannot. 5.6% cannot. Only whole number. So yeah, it's not very useful. I have another annuity table. You do not really need to use this as well. So don't worry about this. For both the master program and ACCA, although it's given, but it's useless. You will not need to use it, so don't worry. Now, I spent enough time introducing myself to you, introducing the paper to you. Now, if I can please bring you to page number 20. Do you see page 20 of your material? Your material is page 20. My material is on the screen, page number 18. Do you see? Page number 18. The page is different. So, what is this? If I just join us, open up your Google Classroom for the lecture notes. You can also come to CamEd and collect the hard copy, the book. So this is on page 20 of your lecture note. You have so many topics from number 1 all the way to number 21 that may not be related in this book. But the differences between your CamEd book, it do not show you the chapter number. In my lecture notes, I show student my chapter number 1. So there are some slight differences. The page number is different, the heading also different. So why is this? In chapter 1, you will learn the 3 words, maybe more than 3 words. For example, the word O, the word existing, the word traditional, system. They are always no good. But I never say they are wrong. There's a difference between no good and wrong. If you ask me why, I will say because. See, how would a student improve their writing? This paper, never mind master's program, never mind ACCA, is a very theory paper. And if you do not know how to write a good theory, you have to learn how to express yourself by writing the word because. Keep writing the word because. Because if I stop at no good, you don't earn many marks. You want to earn mark good, extra word because. Because what? Because it is outdated. It is insufficient. Enough or not enough? Insufficient in a complex business. When your business becomes bigger, it is very complex. So 10 years ago, when I come to teach at CamEd, we only have that side of the school. Very long time ago, that side of the school. This side on don't have. And it's a very simple school, small in size. but it's growing very rapidly. 10 years later, today, we have a vast, massive, and even the hotel, the original intention of a hotel and apartment, right? ChemEd take over a few floors. So you can see the growth of ChemEd. So this is what we mean by old system is not enough if your business is very big. Then what did Burns and Scapen say? Burns and Scapen, who are they? Hold on, I'll teach you that. Burns and Scapen say if it's insufficient in a complex BIZ core business, what must you do? You must change. So what's this? This is called the reason why topic 1 is a small topic. After I teach you topic 1, I teach you topic 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So students may find chapter 1 a little bit confusing because you learn multiple topics and some topics are not related. I got no choice because in order to teach you subsequent topics, I put in all the different models that is in your syllabus here. So this is in your different models. Ladies and gentlemen, this is to bring you to the next page. After the content page, now we're going to learn the first topic. And please turn, you have page 21. On your book, it says that page 21. Again, on mine, it's different. On mine, I got lots of handwriting. Must you copy? No. Do not copy. All right, do not copy. I will explain to you what is happening. And sometimes I write the word IE. Hang on, do you see what IE? What does it mean? Example, in example, don't know? Okay. It est. What did I say? It est. It is not English. It is Latin. That means that is in English. So IE is that is. It is just a short form in Latin. If you, I think you know a few Latin words like vice versa, the opposite is true, right? No. Yeah, okay. Vice versa. The opposite is true. Ceteris paribus, all things constant. Ceteris paribus, sales don't change, opening stock don't change, purchases don't change. Increase my closing stock, I increase my profit. Ceteris paribus, only closing stock change, the other things don't change. And bona fide, act in good faith. When you study law paper, act in good faith, bona fide. Example, shareholders must, let me rephrase, directors must act in good faith for the shareholders. So bona fide. All right, so all this is not English. They are Latin. They are Latin. Therefore, IE, once in a while you will hear, you will see names like a little bit of Latin. But don't worry, I'll explain to you along the way. So I am referring to my page 19, but your material is page number 21. Don't worry about the page number. The content is the same. I keep on saying this. The content is the same. So what's the differences? Why is there difference? ChemEd added a heading, added for me page number. But my original material was page 19. But the content is the same. So just now I mentioned that there's this traditional existing current old is no good. Why? Not because it's wrong, but because my business got so big, got so complicated with IT, with technology. My business is very complex modern day. Therefore, when you go to my APM exam, never mind ACCA student, never mind the bachelor's degree student, because the knowledge is the same. Knowledge is the same. When you see the word traditional, existing, current, old, that means they are no good. So must you rush and copy this? No need. Why not? I'll be uploading all this to the Google Classroom at the end of class. So because this is the first lesson, you need to know the way I teach. Remember, come to my class, there are two things. Knowledge and application. Copying is not important. So between listening and copying, you should just listen. Sometimes at home, your computer screen very small. Trust me, never mind how big your computer screen is. Maybe some of you, Chromecast, your computer screen to your television, 55-inch. I don't care how big your home television is that you watch me, it is not as big as the school's computer screen. You know, some of you have a smart TV at home, you know. And a smart TV, you can watch YouTube. You can watch Netflix. You can also surf the internet. That means to say, if you want, you can use a smart TV, log on to the internet, Google, and you can watch my class on the television. Not only on a laptop, on your mobile phone, but actually you can do that on your smart TV if your home got fast internet and a smart TV. Then maybe you want to copy. If you are using a small mobile phone and a small tablet or a small laptop, maybe it's not clear enough to copy. You understand the differences? So it depends on what's your setup at home. All right, then I'll be uploading everything. I minimize your copying. But sometimes you have to type with me, sometimes. If I'm not able to type, then at home you got to practice typing. Because for both the master program and ACCA, there'll be some typing. Okay, so first rule, when I sit for APM exam, I see the word traditional, current, existing system, they are no good. Not because they are wrong, because they are outdated. So if they're outdated, what I do? I will go and change. Because the authors call Burns and Scapen say change. You should change. Change what? Change the system. What are the role of the management accountant? Hang on. Who is the management accountant? Oh, thank you for your question. There are three types of accountant. There's a cost accountant when you study PM, performance management. What do? Cost plus profit get selling price. That's called cost accountant. Find for me the material, labor, overhead costs. Cost plus profit, I get selling price. Then along you learn variances analysis and everything. That's called cost accountant. Then when I teach when I teach SPR, I'm a financial accountant. I based on past historic records, I prepare the income statement, the statement of financial position, and I prepare cash flow, changes in equity. So that is based on historical data. I prepare financial records. That's called financial accountant. You are a management accountant. What's that? Make sure that what you do can meet the mission statement. There are three types of accounting. In APM, you learn management accounting. That means you're going to find who are you. You are the accountant to ensure goal congruence. What's called goal congruence? Whatever you do, you must meet the mission statement. So this is important in our paper. So you are the management accountant. Your role has changed. Your role has changed. And Burns and Scapen says that there are three drivers to our change. First of all, technology change. It is because I have more technology, I can change from the old absorption costing to the new activity-based costing. What's the differences? If you had the old AC, absorption costing, you absorb overhead, maybe using labor hour, machine hours, or unit. But in the new activity-based costing, you absorb using meetings, schedules, production runs, number of orders, your floor space. You absorb over so many parts. So some students say, what do you mean by more data? I don't understand. Traditionally, people run for fun. People like me, I run for fun. What do you mean by that? Sidetrack a little bit. How many kilometers is a 42 kilometers? Is a marathon. Marathon is a marathon. THON. 42 kilometers. Oh, 42 kilometers Yeah, a map. So I run for fun. I run, this is Kipchoge, the fastest runner so far, the world record holder for running. I think Cambodia, there's a Siem Reap Marathon and all that, you should know, right? I ran 42 kilometers 10 times as a race over 5 years, not one day. 5 years, I completed 10 42-kilometer race. Now, go back 20 years ago. When people run a marathon, what do you wear? What do you wear? What do you wear? You wear a stopwatch. What's a stopwatch? What's a stopwatch? It only tell you start time, end time. Does it tell you the distance? No. Does it tell you your heartbeat? No. Does it tell you your speed? No. You understand? Does it tell the temperature? No. What does it tell? Only the start time, stop time. So 20 years ago when I was running in the army, you know, Singapore boys must go to army, so I was in the military before, and I only run for stopwatch. When the person said, get ready, I put my finger there and they start, I click start, and I start running, I click stop. I don't know the distance, I know my time, that's all. Nowadays, what do you have? You have a smartwatch. You see, this is called IT. Smartwatch are not expensive. Apple Watch. Apple Watch Ultra. Okay, let's look at Ultra. With this Apple Watch, what do you get? Well, there are so many logos. Maybe you can zoom in a little bit. There are so many logos. This is your, maybe it's a bigger one. Okay, this is your heart rate. Thank you very much. I never have an Apple Watch. Never. I got many things Apple, but I refuse to buy Apple Watch. Is it because it's expensive? It's still cheaper than the Garmin. I prefer Garmin. Garmin watches are a little bit more expensive, but the battery can last you maybe 1 month. Yeah, seriously, I don't bluff you. New model Garmin. My old Garmin already 4 weeks, 3 weeks. But if I run a lot, then I can charge my Garmin maybe once a week. What do they say? Once a week. Anytime I can beat Apple Watch. How often do you charge your Apple Watch? Every 2 hours. Okay, just an exaggeration. Every day gonna charge your Apple Watch. So until now, I refuse to buy Apple Watch because I got so many things to charge, my iPad, my iPhone, my laptop, and I still got one more thing to charge. What's the point? What's the point? So I don't even wear watches nowadays. I got a phone, I look at the phone, simple. Okay, so heart rate, time, compass, I don't know what is this. I also don't know what is this. And maybe this is the distance. I'm really not sure because I don't own an Apple Watch. But I own a Garmin, a Garmin Phoenix, a very old Garmin. Garmin Phoenix, Phoenix 3 HR. But this is a Garmin Phoenix images. So a Garmin Phoenix, you can also have many things. Right? This is Garmin. Better or not, I think they're about the same thing. But I think Apple Watch more things because they can measure blood oxygen, but this one cannot. Then you know Apple Watch, they got sued, right? They got sued by another company because they copied their technology. So Apple Watch cannot be sold in US, you know that, right? Because of the blood oxygen level meter. So all this was a big hoo-ha 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, you can read the news. So this is called a smartwatch. What have I just demonstrated? When technology changed, I got a lot of information. It allows me to change into activity-based costing. You understand? Last time, a runner, what do you use? Stopwatch. You only know one thing, your start time, your end time. You don't know the temperature, you don't know your heartbeat, you don't know the kilometer, you don't know all that information. You only know one thing, blue color, your start and stop time. But with a cheap, nowadays technology is quite cheap. With cheap technology, you get a lot of information. What does it make? Better decision. So I'm not here to sell you watches. Watch is just an example. You understand? Watch is just an example because everyone knows what's called a stopwatch. Whether you run or don't run, it doesn't matter. Everyone knows it's an Apple Watch. Everyone knows a stopwatch got difference. You understand the difference? Good. So with technology, it is a change driver one. So Burns and Skepen say tradition is no good, let's change. What is the reason for change? Because you got new technology, we change. Number 2, the management structure, the organizational structure change. On the left, a tall structure. What's a tall structure? Head office, HO, will monitor Division 1. Division 1 monitor Division 2. Right? Can there be a real structure? That can. Who is the parent of Google? Alphabet. Alphabet Incorporated is the parent company of Google. Google owns YouTube. So Alphabet at the top, Google in the middle, YouTube at the bottom. You know that Google owns YouTube, right? Okay. If you don't know, it's okay, I tell you now. So Alphabet owns Google. Alphabet, YouTube, and Google. Do you know who's Meta? META. Meta owns Facebook. Facebook owns WhatsApp. In Cambodia, WhatsApp not very popular. Most people use Telegram. Right? So you get an idea. So what did I say? I say you have Meta owns Facebook. Facebook owns WhatsApp. Yeah. So you have a tall structure. Then we go for divisionalization, chapter 5. Okay, hang on. This is chapter 1. Today, chapter 1. Chapter 5, what do you learn? Transfer pricing. In a transfer pricing, you have a flat structure. What's a flat structure? Head office owns both Division 1 and 2. So there may be intercompany sales between Division 1 and 2. So we call that a flat structure. So first of all, technology change, organizational structure change, and thirdly, competitors change, the economic environment change. So what's called economic environment? You have more competitor. Last time there's maybe 1 school, 2 schools in Cambodia. Now there are more schools coming to Cambodia. Therefore, more competitors, right? Last time you have only maybe brand A bubble tea. But if you notice these few years, there are so many different types of bubble tea. You see? So this is called more competitors. If there's more competitors, I copy what they do. It's called benchmarking. Chapter 1, you will learn benchmarking. There's also more KPI. So every chapter, there will always be a question on KPI, always. In the examination, there's also be something on KPI. So who said all these 3 changes? Burns and Scapen say. Technology change. Number 2, your competitors change, organizational structure change. Number 3, your business must also change. Any questions? Let me give you some examples of change. Here is why our materials look a little bit different. See, this is page 21. Page 22, you got Shane Johnson and you got nothing else. Therefore, you have Herman Swan. So our materials between what CAMAC gave you is again what I gave CAMAC. It's different from the screen. Why? Because in class, I can give you more information. On the screen, I use a ruler and I wrote it down in the past. I don't think my handwriting is very ugly, but I'm sure you can read my handwriting. Some strange words I use. My letter D don't have a tail. My letter D only like that, not like that. So my daughter, when she was younger, she asked me, why did I write it wrongly? Because her school, the teacher teach her to write like that. I said, it's okay. You follow your school teacher. Yeah, your father write it wrongly is fine. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, this is my letter D. Sometimes my letter A, my letter E may look a little bit the same, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure you can read my handwriting. These are different topics that came up in your exam. So today, first lesson, I introduce myself, introduce the paper because we got 2 groups of students in the same class. I also tell you one topic. O is no good. What must you do? Change. Why change? Example, AC is suitable if my business is very simple. We can use direct labor hour, DLH, MH, machine hour, AC, absorption costing. So short forms, you don't worry. All right. So you don't have this page. This page is only on the screen. We cannot find this in your book. I'll be uploading this afterwards. So rest assured, you cannot find this on your book. Yeah. Only I have, you don't have. Later, I upload to the Google Classroom, then you have. So now, AC is not good. Change to new, call ABC. Why? Because ABC is better than AC. More information, more reliable. Example, an Apple Watch is better than a stopwatch. Because more measured, more things are measured. You get the idea? Next one. Paper used to recognize work in progress. So a long time ago, we make clothing in a factory, clothing factory. What happens is on that shirt, on that jacket, business jacket, it go to different department. So there's a piece of paper on the jacket. So I'm department 1. Department 1 worker, okay, I write down, I spend 1 hour. I spend 1 hour on this jacket. Then I pass this jacket to worker 2. Worker 2 do something else different at the button. Maybe half an hour, 30 minutes. So I spend 1 hour, worker 2 spend 30 minutes. And when the clothes is finished, altogether 5 hours to make the specialized jacket for the worker, for the specialized jacket. So what do you notice? On a piece of paper, it follows the product. If the product go to different department, different material, different labor are added on that piece of job card, we recognize how much is the cost. Goes to the accountant. Accountant say, okay, this is what you do. This is the material, this is the labor, this is the overhead. We will charge this $1,000 plus profit 500. So 1,500 selling price. So this is called paper-based job card. But what's wrong? What happens if you lost the paper? Paper and water not good friend. They are not good friend. Sometimes your book catch coffee, then you feel very sad. Then it's not good friend. So the book is also quite heavy to carry around. Agree? The book. And what do you have? I give you PDF. I used to carry many files to teach. Now, when I go around the world to teach, I just carry my iPad. My iPad has all the PDF for many, many years inside. When I go to Hong Kong to teach, I must carry half my luggage is lecture notes. Half of it is clothing. So I have to carry books, very heavy books, to different countries to teach. So when Apple launched the first iPad, I bought the iPad until now. And I'm so happy that there's a thing called iPad. Because it's big, small screen you cannot see, but big iPad you can see all the PDF very quickly. So this is the iPad generation 2. Very old generation. Generation 2 iPad Pro. First one, spoil, quickly buy second one. So second one, I've been using it for about maybe 6 years or 7 years already. Yeah, still okay, still working, but although the color discoloration, some dent here, some crack there, I think it's okay. But Apple product, I'm quite happy that there's a thing called iPad. What does that mean? Computerization. Computerization. So paper, outdated. Now everything digital copy. Yeah, I used to print lots of paper for students and hand out. Yeah, remember when you study, lots of paper given to you. Now you just bring your own laptop, everything all there. A little bit easier. So paper are easily damaged, time consuming, and they're slow to update. Therefore, we use RFID, radio frequency identification device, barcode for real-time tracking. There will be a topic called information system. Not today, stay calm. There's a topic called information system. Then you learn what is called RFID, what is called your enterprise resource planning system. Okay, slowly, things will come in. But not today. All right, today just the first lesson. Okay, so come back here. Third, traditionally, you hold inventory. Why? To prevent stock up. Right? Then there's a thing called zero inventory. Do you not call zero inventory just in time? No. Your parents know just in time. How can you don't know? Are you sure your parents don't just in time? Of course. Tell me, does your house buy this? Does your house buy this? Yes or no? No? What is it for? For cooking. Cooking. Does your house keep stock? No. Why? Number one, ugly. It's not beautiful, right? Number two, is it dangerous? Yes. Because this thing may leak. Don't worry, you're not expert. The thing is very strong. It will not explode. You kick it, you drop it, it won't explode because it's a very strong steel. But what's dangerous? The gas may leak. If you don't push the connector properly, the gas may leak. If you're cooking, then there's fire, and that's dangerous. But why don't you keep stock? Tell me, why don't you put this, maybe 5 of them at home? Because you don't need. So that's why I say your mother know what's called just in time. Because your mother know if I call in maybe 30 minutes, the supplier will come. So I don't need to keep stock. Congratulations. Traditionally, business keeps stock. But there's a thing called just in time. Even my mother also knows what's called just in time. Because she will tell me, call the supplier and tell him I'm cooking halfway, no more gas. Quickly send now. Right? So yeah, you know the idea. So we do not need to keep stock. You will learn this another day. What did I say? This is another topic called just in time. JIT, topic 12. Not today, don't worry. Topic 12. So, I don't need this yet. This is for me to teach later for SPR. Okay, hold on. Let me close what I don't need. Some of you may be also studying both APM and SPR. If you are studying SPR, I will see you at 12 p.m. So our class ends at 11:30. 30 minutes later, SPR will start. Yeah, so it's a bit tight. Please don't be angry because if you sit for SPR, that means someone going to teach you SPR. Morning, I teach 8 p.m. until 11:30. Same classroom, SPR starts at 12. 12 to 12:30. Okay, 12:30. So it's 1 hour break. 12:30 to 4. Then from 4 to 5, no, to 5 to 8, I have another class, SPR. So not SPR, FRBA, yeah. I am teaching 3 classes today. I'm teaching 8 p.m. until 12:30. 11:30, then 12:30, I teach SPR. Then at 5, I teach FR. So morning 8 a.m. I'm here, my class will end at 8 p.m. So more than 12 hours today for me. So please don't think that you are tired. If you think that you are tired, you just sit down there and listen. Then someone going to stand and talk. So please don't be angry. Why the time is like that? Because I hope to see as many people as I can, as many classes as I can when I visit Cambodia. So I really need to plan my timing to see different groups of students. I'm trying my best here. So I'm sorry if it causes some inconvenience for you. Next one. We have standard costing. In the past, what do we say? Cheaper the better. If it's cheap, I make more profit. But sorry, are there wealthy customers? Yes. And there's a topic that you call total quality management. Do you see TQM? Okay, pretend. If money is not a problem, do you buy a Toyota or do you buy a Lexus? You understand the difference? Why? Toyota says, I'm not saying Toyota no good, yeah? Both are owned by Toyota. You know that Toyota owns Lexus, right? Okay, Toyota owns Lexus. But Toyota goes for variances analysis. They go for cheaper the better. But Lexus, they go for wealthy customer. They go for high quality. So therefore, when your customer is rich, you need to change your costing method. So this page tells you in the past examination, all is not good, you need to change. All right. So if you can now turn to Shane Johnson, who is Shane Johnson? I am now referring to your lecture notes on page number 22. Shane Johnson is the previous examiner. Now your exam is called Annex 1. I don't have the file on this computer. Next week, when I go back to Singapore, I see you Saturday online, and Sunday, I will show the picture of your examiner. I'll show you his photograph, but not today, because I don't have the file in this computer here. And if you can turn, you will face the first question now. All right, so come to my class, I always say 2 things to do. Number 1, you learn knowledge. Then there are some article you can read. Number 2, we apply to a past year question. This is written by your examiner, Alex White, in the year December 2012 exam. So ACCA student, master program student, you learn the same thing. So don't worry, don't worry. Where am I? I'm on page number 26, 27. The top is 26, the bottom must be page 27. Whenever you are looking at a past year question, you always read first. You always read first. Read first the requirement. So can I please ask you to turn now to the page 27 and read A and B, please. Please read A and B. In the exam, you will have to explain. Ready? Okay. The keyword is a full stop. If it's a full stop, it is 1 sentence. If it's a full stop, it's another sentence. A student must answer 2 parts in order to earn 12 marks. All right? Describe. Hang on. What does describe mean? Some of you saw this page, but nobody asked me what it is. So it's okay, don't worry. This is ACCA exam verb. What's a verb? Verb means an action. You cannot turn this, it's not in your book. It's on the screen, I'll upload this later. Therefore, what does the word describe mean? Describe. Right? Describe. It means that give a detailed account of the key feature. Give the meaning, like define. So describe and define is pretty similar. But define is only level 1. Level 1 means less writing. Simpler. Describe means more writing, more explanation. To define, give me the meaning. To describe, give me meaning and example if you can. Therefore, the question asks you to describe now. So describe the changes in the role of the management accountant by Burns and Scapen. So what comes out to your mind? Number 1, how many drivers? I must identify three drivers of change. Because this is what Burns and Scapen say, right? What's number 1? What's number 2? What's number 3? What's number 1? Very good. Your technology have changed. Thank you very much. So this is me as a student. I plan my answer. I read the requirement. I plan my answer. And the second is called, wait, let me see if I can do something. Because I see many students hugging yourself. Hugging yourself means you feel too cold. So we have 2 aircon on. Okay, let me turn off 1 aircon. Yeah, I turn off 1. Then this is on. Sorry, I was out of the screen because I went to turn off aircon because I see students like, hugging yourself, like very cold. It's a small room. We don't need 2 air conditioning. So now I turn off the one at the back. The front is still on. If you get very stuffy, then we turn on again. I think you should feel quite comfortable in a moment. So, next one. Technology change. The second is called very good. organizational structure has changed. Organizational structure. Number 3 is your very good. Competitors have changed. So in the past, 2012 came out one time. Very soon you will see this RQT with me. I think lesson 4 or lesson 5. Today lesson 1. About lesson 4, lesson 5, you will see this question again. Younger question. But this question very nasty. They do not tell you 3 driver. They only tell you driver 1, technology change. Driver 2, organizational structure change. But this question don't tell you competitors. But you must answer competitor by yourself. So some memory work still is important. What does that mean? You're going to try to remember your topics. So as a result, 3 things. So this is the first time it comes out. Why? Your examiner will recycle an old topic and start to test that will recycle. So this is called explain what is driving these changes and justify to Herman Swan, HS. What must I do? Number 2, I must give supporting reason. Give supporting reason to the case scenario. Hence, the name Herman Swan appeared. So tell me, you had your turn to read. Did you understand that there are 2 things to answer? How did you know there's a full stop? If there's a full stop, there's a part 1, there's a part 2. Can I please have you read part B? There's only 1 full stop. Please read part B. There's only 1 full stop. Now my turn. Did you know that part B is about your balanced scorecard, BSC? But what's the sad news? You will learn balanced scorecard in chapter number 7. Now you're only in chapter 1. So chapter 7 is not yet. So today, as of today, you are only able to answer the first topic, right? That means part A. Part B, not yet. You are not able to answer part B yet because you have not learned the brand scorecard. But still, the keyword, brand loyalty, brand awareness. I am an accountant. I am not a scientist. A scientist can tell you whether a chicken comes first or an egg comes first. If you don't have the egg, there's no chicken. If there's no chicken, then who laid the egg? I also don't know. And I'm not a scientist. I cannot answer that question. But I know, because I'm an accountant, awareness comes first, then loyalty will come. Number 1, you must know the brand first. After you know the brand, you keep buying the same brand over and over again. Then you promote brand loyalty. So I know that awareness comes by advertising. When the company advertises a lot, then people know your brand. It raises the awareness. Then when a customer try your brand and they like the brand, they go on to buy the second brand, third brand, the second time, the third time, and the 4th time. So when a customer buys many times, it created a brand loyalty. Therefore, you are my accountant. The KPI for awareness, KPI, key performance indicator, can be both financial performance indicator, which is in dollars and cents, and a non-financial performance indicator. So I can promise you one thing, in your exam, there will always be financial and non-financial indicators in every exam. Never mind ACCA, never mind the master's program. What's called key performance indicator. It can be an important measure. For example, your exam result, more than 50 is a pass. It's a non-financial measure. The school fee that you pay is a financial measure. You see the differences? It's two different things. Therefore, I want to measure awareness. Awareness. What do I use? Is advertising. Advertising cost. Yes, advertising cost. So advertising cost is a financial performance indicator, FPI. Generally, the more money you spend advertising, the more is awareness generally. However, the KPI for loyalty, brand loyalty is what's this word? Repeat purchase. It's a non-financial performance indicator. So although today's the first lesson, certain short form like FPI, NFPI, slowly you will understand, but maybe not immediately yet. Not immediately yet. So far all clear? Now, the word measure is a KPI. What's a measure? This is a measure. A measure is a KPI. Can be financial, can also be non-financial. So if I'm ready now, good. What do? You have part A to apply Burns and Scapen. You have part B to apply the balance scorecard. Must you copy this? No, please don't copy. It is just like me trying to explain more things for you. All right, then, can I please bring you back to the earlier page number 26? 26, which is on my material. I have this on the screen. Read just the first paragraph. The rest you don't care. Just the first paragraph. So for this question, if you have a calculator, good, don't take it out, because it's not a calculation question yet. You have your turn to read. Now my turn. I want to show you how a teacher read and how a student read. So a student must learn from the teacher. My name is Herman Swan, HS. I am a family owned. That means the family members is the shareholders. The family members is the shareholders, and I make fashion clothing. I am a manufacturer. As a manufacturer, I will take DM, stands for direct material, plus DL, that stands for direct labor, plus an OH, stands for overhead. OH means overhead. What do? I get FG. FG stands for cost price, finished good cost price. Then plus a profit. What do I get? I get a high selling price. Some say, Roy, how did you know high selling price? Thank you very much. Because second paragraph said high selling price. You see? So this is the difference between a student read and a teacher read. I see the word make. I know I'm a manufacturer. Clothes and leather are my finished goods. Clear? For men, customer. For 100 years, why not 200? Why not 10? Yeah, why 100? Because if your company is not successful, you will close down. So if I'm a 100 years company, I am a successful business. I'm a profitable business, right? Successful, and I think I'm also very profitable because I last for 100 years. See the way? There's a difference between what I read and what I understand. Many people can read, but not many people can understand. So if I put two students sit the same paper, one student may pass, one student may fail. Why? Good question. Why? Some of my job, part of my job is to teach you accounting standard. No, accounting standard, how to pass the exam. But another part of my job is also teach you exam skill and technique. Again, I show you 42-kilometer route in maybe Singapore. All right. So, 42-kilometer Standard Chartered Marathon Singapore route. Okay. So this is a Singapore island. Singapore island is not very big. It's not very big. And this is the map of the East Coast. So I stay somewhere over here. Then this is where the Merlion is. Then this is the 42 kilometers. This is Orchard Road. So this is Standard Chartered Marathon. I run this maybe 2 times. I think not 3, I think 2 times of my 10 marathons. So why? For the same kilometer, 42 kilometer, how come some people can finish faster? How come some people slower? How come some people give up? You understand? Now, 42 kilometers is not easy. It's a long distance. But why? Same question. Tell me, why the same question different people read in my class? Different understanding. Because if you have a different understanding, you may write differently. You may pass, you may fail. You understand why I talk so much? Because if you don't understand what the question is asking, you cannot pass. And I'm an English teacher. I'm not. I'm here as an accountant teaching you how to pass this exam. My focus is very clear. I want you to pass the exam. That's why I talk. You read article, we practice past year question. Very simple. So ladies and gentlemen, 100 years because I'm very successful. How did you know? 100 years being successful, the question actually tells you that you have a strong reputation. Strong reputation. If you have a strong reputation, brand awareness or brand loyalty, well, it can be both. So this will help you for answer part B. I have a strong brand. Brand awareness comes first. If I got brand awareness, it also give me a brand loyalty. Got brand awareness means got brand loyalty. So far clear? Right, next one. How many students focus on the word called quality, textile and leather, and how many circle the word material? No? I asked you a very simple question just now. If money is not a problem, will you buy a Lexus or a Toyota? You will tell me you buy a Lexus because Lexus gives you total quality management. So look at the yellow color. Everything don't care. What is this? High quality direct material. Who become happy? High. Thank you very much. Customer satisfaction. Quality don't come cheap. You want quality, pay don't pay, pay. So high cost. High cost also high selling price. Don't tell me low demand. Don't tell me low demand. Because customers are willing to pay the high price. Who will pay? Customers are willing to pay. That's why I know that if you buy one Lexus, you can buy two Toyota. I know if you sit in an aeroplane, in the front, it's called business. You sit in one business, you can buy 3 economy tickets. What they say? You sit in a business, you can buy 3 economy tickets on the same aeroplane. But are there people who want to buy business? Are there people who want to buy Lexus? Of course. There are rich people who want to do this because they want high quality, because they want high satisfaction. Tell me, have you been to this place for a coffee before? Have you been to this place for your coffee before? Yes or no? Yes. Now, did you know that your coffee is more expensive than your lunch? Did you notice that? But you still go. Why? Because you are rich. Of course, you are rich, right? You want quality, right? But there's a but. Is it quality material at Starbucks? Paper, plastic, water, coffee bean, milk, how expensive can they be? Starbucks don't give you expensive material because the milk, the coffee, all this is normal. Starbucks, the worker don't need to be PhD, don't need to be master degree student. I'm not saying that they are, I never say they're not educated. I never say that. I'm just saying that you don't need highly educated people to make Starbucks coffee for you. But you go to Starbucks because you pay for the overhead. You go to a Starbucks, what do? You smell. You feel expensive. You sit on the sofa, it feels very good. You listen to the music, it feels very nice. And sometimes people go and study there. Sometimes you meet a banker in a Starbucks. You meet an insurance agent on a Starbucks. You talk business at a Starbucks. So you go there for the overhead. I'm not saying Starbucks is lousy. I'm saying that Starbucks charge you premium price because they give you overhead. Comfort, quiet place to talk business, to study, enjoy the aircon. Yes or no? So you are willing to pay for Starbucks. The food there is so-so. The coffee there may be better than the food. But no. So you get the idea. But you really don't go there for the food is just so-so, trust me. And the food is just processed food, like mass produced. So why do people go there? For the overhead. And are you willing to pay for the cup of one coffee more expensive than your lunch? You still pay. Why? Because of the overhead. You are a winning customer. Agree, disagree? Okay, good. So we'll be looking at, this is called APM. Congratulations. What's called APM? I need to know what my customer want. I can give to them so that they can come back. Customer, brand loyalty, brand awareness. So far, you see the way you read? I read the first paragraph, I understand all this. But what do you read? You say, wow, my teacher asked me to read, so I better quickly read. But read, you must understand, correct or not? And I want to maximize shareholders' wealth. Finish. I want to maximize shareholders' wealth. Now, the second paragraph, I think you no need to read because I told you before. Because of high quality, high price, customers still pay. So first paragraph, second paragraph, they link to each other. And now, can I please have you read the third paragraph? But add one more topic. On the third paragraph, is it to answer A, Burns and Scapen, or is it to answer B? Do you answer my question? A or B? A. Isn't this one of the driver? Therefore, I'll write there part A. This is my driver one. I have more competitors. More competitors. What must I do? Result in the change in the role of the management accountant. Change in the role of the management accountant. So I am a student. I read. I need to be able to answer. All right. I read. I must be able to answer first point. If you finish reading the first point, that is good. Please continue reading the second paragraph below. And tell me, do you see any technology? Isn't that the second, what you call? Yes. Very good. So, how did you know? Your new information system. Information system at this moment is just to you, it's called a computer system. What's called MIS, EIS, slowly you will learn, but not yet. So I am writing here, A is called driver 2. That this is called new IT system. Is your change in the role of the MA. MA stands for management accountant. So if you finish reading, do you also pay attention to, is that a third driver? Read still the same paragraph, but tell me, do you actually see last sentence from the full stop to the full stop? You see? The full stop to the full stop. Ready? Okay. Flattening the organizational hierarchy. So this is still part A, driver 3. Driver 3. All right. Your new organization structure. The new organizational structure. In this case, the role. Oops, what happened? The role of your management accountant has actually changed. Role of the management accountant actually changed. So if you're ready, okay. Read the next paragraph if you're ready. What's it say? Current role. Very good. So this is your current role. You need to know from, still on part A, you know, the O role to prepare FS, financial statement, financial report, financial statement, financial account, FS, to become new role. Last paragraph, what did the new role say? Still part A, this is your new role. New role is your internal consultant. So students said, right, I finished reading the whole thing. So where's my part B? Only a very little at the bottom here. This is your part B on your balance scorecard. Because you see the word perspective, customer perspective, and the internal business process perspective. It's okay because you have not learned balance scorecard with me at this moment. So we don't worry yet about the balance scorecard problem. You got it now? Good. So this whole question, very little information is given to you on part B. Very little. Very little. But most of the information given is for students to answer part A. So are you here for the answer? Well, I am not worried to hide the answer from you, and I don't do that. If I can ask you, do you see the answer there? Read or don't read? Read. Why must you read? To understand the level of English that you need to show, especially if you are sitting for the ACCA exam. You need to show the level of English. So that's why you're going to read all this, yeah? So this one, I leave it to you. So that there's also this exam report if you want to read on page number 30. Now, 31. Another topic. Where am I? I'm still on the checklist. After the break, 1, 2, 3 at the same time. What? 1, 2, 3 at the same time. Or at the same time. So after the break, we'll be looking at this. The time now, according to the clock, is 9. Wait. Because we are doing AC. So 9:46 a.m. to 10:01 a.m. If you do not know me yet, I'm very precise. If it is 15 minutes, means 15 minutes later, I will start on time. I'm not late. If you see me late, then something is very wrong. So please enjoy your break. I will see you after the break. Yeah, thank you very much. Enjoy your break. I'll see you soon. Then 11:30 and 11:30 a.m. Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I think the air conditioning is not so cold now. Yeah, I adjusted to be 24 degrees Celsius. So earlier it was a little bit colder at 23. So we have like 1.5 hours to go. And I would want to finish these 3 topics. So this page is like a summary page for the whole chapter 1. Once this page is over, I will upload this page for you. So don't worry. What's AC? Absorption costing. Absorb fixed overhead. What's marginal costing? MC. Do not absorb fixed overhead. What is called ABC? Activity-based costing also absorb the fixed overhead. So if you notice, same but different. AC, ABC, absorb fixed overhead. MC, do not absorb fixed overhead. So the differences is AC absorb fixed overhead using, wait, I think I can be a little bit more precise. We absorb fixed overhead per year, per month into fixed overhead per unit using either one of the 3 material, direct labor hour, machine hour, or units. Among the 3, choose only one. So this is the definition of your absorption costing. This do not absorb. Therefore, my marginal cost is simply variable cost per unit only. Don't have any fixed cost per unit. Then I have this absorb overhead for ABC. You also absorb using your cost pool and cost drivers. So you need to know what's the differences between a cost pool and a cost driver. So welcome back. What am I doing? I'm going to summarize AC, MC, ABC on the screen now. So this is your AC, where it can be found on your page number 31 and 32 and 33. So these 3 pages, I leave it up to you to go through. Why? So that I have time to ask you to look at this page 35. You see page 35 is my handwriting. So one thing good about ChemEd, they design my lecture note with a page number here. As for me, I don't have any page number on this page. Oh, sorry, I don't have any page number on the handwriting page. So let's look at my handwriting, shall we? Look at this handwriting on page number 35. Where? Page 35. This is my page 35. Just a moment, let me there. See, as you can look at the screen, I have no page number. So there's the differences between my lecture note and ChemEd lecture note. I have my handwriting, but I don't put page number. So ChemEd is able to put it nicely into a book. Every page there's a page number. Now I don't have a page number, but content is the same. So now listen. Who are you? You are my cost accountant. What must you learn? 3 things. Absorption costing, marginal costing, activity-based costing. You must learn the cost price, right? The cost price. So if you're ready, let's get started. Absorption costing will absorb fixed overhead. Activity-based costing also absorb fixed overhead. But chapter 4, you will use a lot of marginal costing. When they say this is chapter 1, Chapter 4 is called decision making. So ladies and gentlemen, cost plus profit, I get myself the selling price. I call this cost plus basis. So now we compare the three costing method. Copy, no need, but just listen. Material, labor, variable overhead. Between AC, MC, ABC will always be the same. So never mind if you are using AC, MC, or even ABC, the costs per unit will always be the same. Clear? Therefore, the differences between AC, MC, ABC is the treatment of your overhead, fixed overhead. So now my turn, please. Over here, marginal costing do not absorb fixed overhead per year into fixed cost per unit. They don't absorb. So no such thing called absorption in your MC. But your AC absorb, ABC also absorb. You see? AC absorb, ABC also absorb. Here's the difference. AC absorb, choose one between the budgeted unit material labor overhead. Sorry, budgeted unit machine hour, labor overhead, labor hours. You choose only one. ABC also absorb, but over production run, over scheduling, over multiple activities. Therefore, if I show you, when you are running a marathon, you only have a stopwatch. Yeah, only have a stopwatch. Does it tell lots of information? No. But if you have a smart watch, you can have so much of information, and that with computer system, you absorb overhead more accurately. So this is why we have technology. This is why we say AC is simple, fast, less data, so it's cheap to use. In the yellow color, this is your, let me rephrase, advantages of an AC. The advantages of an AC, opposite is the disadvantages of an ABC. So now you're smart. You're a smart student. Learn one means you learn two. On the left-hand side, it is the disadvantages. Well, it's the advantages of AC. On the right-hand side, it will become the advantages. So you're smart. You learn one means you learn both. Because in the exam, you will compare AC, ABC. You will never compare MC, AC. Never. It's always AC, ABC together. But unfortunately, this topic doesn't come out every exam. So if you read, you may not come in the exam. So if it comes out, at least you're prepared. See the point? Okay, next one. The advantage of AC is the disadvantage of ABC. Hence, because AC use less data, it is less reliable, it's traditional. Burns and Burns say, if something is traditional, no good. Change or don't change? Change. Change into the advantages of ABC, more data, more reliable, more modern. So now you're smart again because you understand the disadvantages of AC. I use less data means not so accurate. So I should change it to using ABC, which is better. In this point in time, any question? No? So now we compare. Which one always better? ABC always better, suitable for modern day complex business. However, let's just say when the outcome, the cost per unit, it adds again, see? It adds. The outcome, the cost per unit between AC, ABC are the same. AC, ABC are the same. Tell me, which one do you always choose? Always choose the AC. Why? Fast, simple, cheap. Fast, simple, cheap. Now, what happens if the cost per unit are different? Look at the top yellow, we understand. If the cost per unit is the same, you always choose AC. But what happens at the bottom, cost per unit very different? Then you wait. Maybe you can change from blue color, change to yellow color. Then you still use AC. No need to use ABC. You understand the differences? Okay, so for that matter, that conclusion, I give you example. When it is very different, maybe my units is not very good. I absorb using machine hour, labor hours may be better. So do you see the differences now? Good. So for that reason, AC is better. ABC, okay, let me rephrase. AC is cheaper. Cheaper. ABC very expensive. To buy a stopwatch is cheap. To buy a smartwatch is more expensive. So you don't say always buy a smartwatch, because if all you need is to measure the time, a stopwatch is good enough. Because if all you need is to measure the machine hour or the labor hour, you don't need to change to activity-based costing. That's what I'm trying to say. ABC, very accurate. So now you're going to ask your director, which one do you want? Do the director want something accurate? Okay, then you say you wait, it takes time, and it's expensive, you know. And the director said, no, I want something cheap and fast. I want fast. I need to make this decision. I'll say, okay, you wait. I give you AC. Absorption very costing, very fast. So which is correct? All three are correct. You are my accountant. Different situation, you use different AC, MC, ABC. So again, like I say, you come to my class, we do knowledge and application. This is an old question. If it's an old question, we do it quickly. All right, so here you turn to the page number 37, 37. On page 37, you have this question, robust laptop for 15 mark, A only. B and C don't care. It means, in fact, there's no C. B don't care yet. Read A. It's quite time consuming, right? Did you know? Now my turn. The meaning of evaluate. If you don't know, it's okay. Please look up. The meaning of evaluate. I will upload this later, but look at the yellow color on the screen. Evaluate means you will argue both ways. Advantages, disadvantages. Agree and disagree. All right, so you must argue both ways. However, let's say I give you 6 marks. Students may think, okay, since the teacher gave me 6 marks, maybe 3 advantages, 3 disadvantages, then you're wrong. It do not have to be equally. Maybe 1 advantage, 5 disadvantage. It do not have to be equally. So remember, evaluate means I must argue equally, both ways. Let me rephrase, I must argue both ways, but not equally. Okay, so this part, evaluate. I need to answer for 15 mark part A. I must answer 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. 3 parts. First of all, I must compare and evaluate absorption costing and activity-based costing. How did you know? Look at my yellow color highlighter, current costing and ABC. Because you will never compare marginal costing as well as activity-based costing. It is always absorption costing and activity-based costing, always the case. So there's a full stop. The examiner also asked me to calculate with examples. So I must also calculate the AC CPU cost per unit and also the ABC CPU cost per unit. And then finally, what will be your action? What will be your action? Give me a recommendation. Give me a recommendation. Everyone clear so far? Good. If I'm not clear, ask me. Chapter 6, you will learn budgeting. So this one, you wait. Chapter 6 again. It's a 25-mark question. I break it into different parts. Clear? Okay. As usual, some students read, they understand. Some students read, they don't understand. Let's see what you do. I will not read, So you got 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs on the screen. Please read the 3 paragraphs. I will explain in a while. Now my turn. Right now my turn. I will not read. I will explain. So now, knowledge checklist, meaning how you read, how I read. That's how you learn. Because if I don't give you time to read, difficult to learn. Now my turn. My name is called RL. I make laptop. So RL is yes. All over again, I'm a manufacturer. I will take material plus labor plus overhead. I get the finished good called laptop. I will take 100%. I plus currently profit 45%. I get selling price 145%. So student must be asking, how do you know it's 45%? I'll say, thank you for your question, because this is a markup. At the bottom of the page to the top of the page. Because of the markup, the cost price is 100%. What happens if the question say the word margin? That is two different things. So if I can bring you to the screen, I am a responsible teacher because I want to know the differences between the markup and margin. Copy? No, don't copy. I'll be uploading this afterwards, so we learn now. If it's a markup, cost price is 100. The profit 45, total selling price 145. And if I tell you that the cost price is $100, it's obviously $145 is the selling price. But if it is a margin, then the selling price is 100%. If it's a margin, selling price is 100. Profit still 45, okay, that means my cost is 55. If I say to you, the cost is still 100% for both. Obviously, the differences between a markup and a margin, the selling price is so different. Which is correct? Both are correct. In ACCA, you have either the word margin or the word markup. Both are correct. So you're going to read the question carefully. And I'm sure now you understand how to get that 45%. So I read, I put it down. Ready? I have a specific problem. My specific problem, wait, before I tell you the specific problem, I will tell you my critical success factor. Why am I successful? Why am I successful? I'm successful because I have high quality. High quality, and I am able to customize. Customize because unique requirement. Customize, unique requirement. Do you know what it's called? High quality, rough handling. The oil company and the military, rough handling. Some say, okay, a little bit difficult to understand. I have this called a YouTube video. Just a moment. Oh, sorry about that. This is a YouTube video. You see? Panasonic Toughbook Monkey. 1 minute. Okay, I can have time to let you watch this video. No sound? Why is there? Okay, so. Yeah, so then you can watch this. Yeah, no need, I don't need sound. No need sound. I don't need sound. This is a chimpanzee. This is a Panasonic Toughbook. This is a laptop. What did the monkey do? Slam and pour water. And this is a Panasonic MacBook 20 years ago. Their technology 20 years ago. So tough or not tough, it still works, you know. So this is a real life thing. And it still works. You slam, you send it around, you pour water, and it still works. So this is the real advertisement from Panasonic. But nowadays, Panasonic don't really make computers. They make refrigerators, they make home appliances. Okay, so no more. Look, I think that 1 minute allows you to understand two things. Right? I am able to survive rough handling the oil company and military to the unique requirement. So this charge high or low price. Very good. Niche market. So critical success factor, high quality customized allow, robust laptop to charge high selling price. What's the reason? Best quality. If I'm a best quality, I charge high price. So this one, everyone can understand now. Of course, you don't need to show the video, but you get the idea. I show you the video just to understand. Okay, next paragraph. We have many years with organic. It shows me one system. It shows me that we need to change. Everything don't care. Look at the tree, yellow color. Many years means no change. Organic means no external pest factors. Review means change. So when I see these three words, I must change. Why? Look at the blue color. I am robust laptop. I face a problem. What is the company problem? Robust laptop face a specific problem. Do you know what's called a specific problem? Poor profit. Poor profit. Due to poor sales? No. No, look at blue color. When someone tell you financial control, control means cost. Not because of poor sales, poor design. No, not because of that. Because of poor cost control. Look at blue color. Due to poor cost control. You need to be able to identify what the question say. Financial control, control means costs. I am not able to control my costs. So you are reading. Now look at the yellow color. I need to change. I need to change my method of costing. So what's the solution? You have a problem. You're going to give me a solution, right? What's the solution? Change the cost control system. Review the cost control system. Mean to say, change the cost control system. Obviously, ACABC. How did you know ACABC? Thank you very much. Because we started the question by reading current, costing, and ABC. Do you see what is happening? When I read, I need to understand the question is asking. A, C, change to what? Thank you very much. So do you see the way I read? Do you see the way you read? You have to learn. I'm not here to teach you English. No, but I'm here to teach you how to think. Now, we are charging the wrong price. All right, so it is trying to tell you the hint is very clear. Current AC, 100% cost plus a 45% profit. My selling price is 145% selling price. Is what? Thank you very much. It's wrong price. Because the question says so. This is a hint. So I want to change. Because currently, how you know I'm using AC? You cannot say, Roy, how did you know you're using AC? You cannot ask me that question. Because if you ask me this question, I will ask you the same question, how you don't know. So you cannot ask the teacher how you know. Because the question says so. And if the question says so and you ask the teacher how you know, the teacher will sure ask you how you don't know. All right, so this one very interesting, right? Okay, good. And what is my absorption basis? Hang on. We saw a video of a chimpanzee, the brand of the, okay, no, we'll say brand, so sorry. The species of a monkey is a chimpanzee. All right, it's a chimpanzee. Is abusing a laptop. Do you think it is labor hour or machine hour? Tell me, what do you think? Is it labor intensive or machine intensive? You make laptop, you know. You see, in class, you got beautiful laptop in front of you. Do you think is it made by labor, manual, or you think made by computer? Made by machine. Made by machine, made by computers. Okay, in this classroom, there's a beautiful chair, there's a beautiful table. Maybe the chair and the table made by human, it's okay. But I'm using a laptop. If I'm making a laptop, why am I absorbing using machine labor hour? What do the labor manual do? Press the button only, right? Then the machine start to turn on. No, it's the machine design, the chips, the everything is, trust me. If you make laptop, it sure is made on the machine. So machine hour, I think is better, right? Therefore, this is a very obvious hint. You are absorbing your cost wrongly. You are absorbing the cost wrongly. I talk so much, not because I'm teaching you English. I'm teaching you how to identify the problem. So if you ask me why, I will say the word because. What am I using? AC on direct labor hour. You see direct labor hour? It's probably wrong basis. You understand not? Wrong basis, wrong choice. You see? Okay, good. Now, change to what? Change to ABC or maybe machine hours. But if you want to change to machine hours, you must be given machine hour. So now, I had explained to you 4 paragraphs. Knowledge checklist. Now, listen, in the exam, you write all this doesn't mean you pass. All this blue color, all this yellow color means my understanding of the question. Okay, now, we look at numbers. I'll keep quiet. Feel free to turn to these 2 pages. 2 pages. Look at the numbers on this page and the page after. And the numbers are talking. Please don't say, Roy, the numbers cannot talk. Don't say that to me. You are an accountant. You will be able to interpret the numbers. Have a moment to look and think about the numbers on 2 pages. Please do that. I will explain. I promise you I'll explain. My turn. Because reading numbers is a lot faster than reading words. I give you about maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes. That's the time just now. Okay, now my turn. Low direct labor cost mean. Low direct labor hour. Right? Therefore, I make laptop not labor hour intensive. First thing, did this come to your mind? Currently, my AC absorb using direct labor hour. As a student, the labor is in front of you. It's the smallest cost. If you don't believe me, okay, maybe packaging is the smallest cost, but it is a low cost compared to everything. You know, high or low cost, we need comparison. Look at the bottom yellow. Look at the top yellow. Do everyone agree that the number is talking to you? I'm not talking to you. The number is talking. As a teacher, I interpret numbers. So we are accountant, we do that. This APM is high level paper. Right? High level paper. So there's lots of understanding, there's lots of explanations you're going to make. And I'm here a little bit more experienced than you because I've been teaching for 25 years. I can share many things with you. So all this is past year questions. So come to my mind, focus on 2 things. knowledge. We learn AC, MC, APC. We apply to the past year question. So this is, come to my class, life is very simple. Only two things I ask for, knowledge and application. I'm not here to tell you lots of story or to show you the monkey video, but it's just an understanding of what's called quality. If it's high quality, low price cannot be, I cannot sell high price. So now come back. Next thing, how many students pay attention to this? What is called the total orders per year. All right. Total cost per year. Agree? Total order, total cost. Okay. Per year. Not per month, but per year. Not per order, but per year. Now, how many students remember that you come to my class and I say to you, absorption costing will absorb using the total. Activity-based costing absorb the. So how many students come and say, all right, this is called overhead. This is called individual overhead, has a name. I call them the cost pool 1, 2, 3, and 4. So who says the numbers cannot be? The numbers is talking to you. And if you have cost pool, you must divide by a good friend called the cost driver. What do I get? I get ABC. So I get cost pool, I get cost driver. Yes or no? Now, how many students know that all these are called my cost drivers at the bottom? Not sure? As you were reading, how many students look at the yellow color? If not, you look at the yellow color now, please. Look at the yellow color only, the rest you don't care. If you have an admin overhead, what is the activity driver? Direct labor. Hours is used to absorb admin overhead. Agree, disagree? What did I say? The question told me direct labor hours are used to absorb the admin overhead. Yes or no? Right? So tell me, if I take cost divided by hour, what do I get? Don't tell me cost per unit. Don't tell me cost per, say it one more time. If I take cost divided by hour, what do I get? I get cost per hour. But that's not the question one. The question is asking for cost per unit, or cost per order. Am I right? So this is not good enough for me. If I take yellow and yellow, I get dollar per hour, I must find how much is the direct labor hour per either unit or per order. Either unit or order. What do I get? Look at the yellow color. If I take cost divided by hour, cost per hour, multiply by hours per unit, I get cost per unit. Multiply by hours per order, I get cost per order. So did that come to your mind? You see why some students pass, why some students fail? The same question. So do you know that lots of numbers, lots of information? I'm sure plus, minus, times, divide, everyone can do that. But you need to understand. Did you think you learned something? I've been talking for, this is only first lesson. Tell me, are you a little bit confident in reading a question from now? Every time you see me, you must be a little bit more confident. And after 17 lessons and all the revision classes, you go for exam, you must pass. You try your best. So that's why you come, you know nothing is fine. You don't know, you learn from me. I'm not here to make you type or I explain a lot. All right, so continue. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. If you see the word customer, how should I do that? Look at the top yellow, bottom yellow. It is in the number of minutes. Dollar divided by minute, what do I get? Dollar per minute. I must multiply by the minute per order. What do I get? Cost per order. So all this is relevant, am I right? Now that I make it clear to you, it's very simple now. I don't think you are finding this too difficult because you understand. If you understand one time, you can understand all the time. One more time, let's try. If I buy something, if I receive something, it costs me money to place an order, to collect an order. Right? I'm sure you buy something maybe from a shopping platform like Amazon or something. Maybe Taobao, maybe Amazon. Yeah, so you place something, you place an order, you receive an order. What do you think? I think it's quite clear. Divide by the number of orders. I get cost per order. Right? Then I need to multiply by the units per order. You get the idea? Next one. Component means inventory. Inventory means component. Although different words, but they actually mean the same thing. Component means the part 1, part 2, part 3, how many parts? The number of parts. And here, dollar per component. You understand? I need to find how many component per order. Thank you very much. So, I'm not finished yet. Because this is only for AB, ABC. How about AC? AC absorb. AC absorb the total fixed overhead using direct labor hour. How did you know? Because the question says so. Current AC, I absorb using the labor hour. Now, I have finished talking. All this information, did you understand? If yes, good. If not, it's okay, we learn. Now return. All right, return. What does it show? Don't know? Can you tell me what is the meaning of this word? Michael Porter, chapter 3. Michael Porter says your generic choices is a niche market. What's called a niche market? Big or small market? Small market, because the question says small. So if it's a small market, do you have high units or low units sold? Very good. Do you think every customer is an oil company? Is a military company? Do you think every customer needs a laptop that can waterproof or shockproof? You don't need that because it's going to be expensive. So you have a small in size but high in price. That's called niche market. All right, so let's come back to this. So what does this mean is I have niche market. What does it mean? I have low units per order. What else? You come to my class, can I ask you to look at the word in yellow color? What does the word mean? Never mind AC, MC, ABC, I teach you this before. The variable cost is the same. Thank you very much. So now the numbers is talking to you. Regardless if it's AC, MC, ABC. Do you understand this or not? The variable costs per unit are the same amongst AC, MC, ABC. Of course, this question don't have any MC. So much of information, right? Yes, you think? Okay. What else? This is your activity per order. So what's this? Minute per order. I must multiply. So I think at this moment, students have no problem here. You know why I think you got no problem? Because you come to my class, I put this in front of you. The differences between AC, ABC, you got no problem because it's called understanding. So I think this part you are okay. So, why is it not? Something is, hang on. I have no idea why, but suddenly my pen is not working. But my mouse is working. Occasionally it happens to Microsoft computers. Yeah, okay. So let me just close this and I try to open this again and it's still not working. My goodness. Okay, then I don't care then. When this happens, I may need to restart the computer, but I cannot afford that. Yeah, so I cannot afford to restart the computer because it is recording. And, oh, okay. Computers. Yeah, you don't understand them a lot. Yeah, so sorry, suddenly it works again. So, okay. So this yellow color evaluate, I think you got no problem. Now we're going to do the calculation. We're going to compare and recommend. Which one better? Of course, ABC better. I'm going to say why. So if you're ready, if you have a spreadsheet, is good. If you don't have a spreadsheet, it's fine. Now, not fine all the time. Why? Because for your computer-based exam, there will sometimes be, I think I showed this, remember? There will be a spreadsheet on the screen. Then there'll be also, even for master program student, you'll use computer to answer the exam. So spreadsheet is quite important. So this is our spreadsheet. It's a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. But the ACCA spreadsheet will be lesser function. But I'm using a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet because I can send this to you. I am referring to this page number 36. All right, 36. So this is at the bottom, Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. If you can type with me, good. If you cannot type now, it's okay. When you are free at home, you can try typing, right? Try typing. So this is, I've forgotten the page already. Thank you so much. There's a lot of things to say, but thanks so much, 36, for helping me. So this is called robust. Robust. So the page number is at the bottom. There. But how come the video got stopped? Yeah, it was not intentional. I do not know why suddenly there was no video. Yeah, but I do not hide the video. So I always show my face. In class, you'll see me putting on a nice necktie, everything. But next week and Saturday and Sunday, you'll see me online. Please don't expect me to put necktie, everything, because I'll be at home. Yes, and Singapore, like Cambodia, is quite hot. Yeah, so I wear a t-shirt, but I promise you I won't wear a singlet. A t-shirt, yes. Okay, so this is your spreadsheet. Let me work this out. See, the idea of being able to use a spreadsheet is I need to put as much information as possible into the page. I want to copy this first, but this is in thousands of dollars. I should either show in thousands if you want to, or you should show in simple dollars. So to use a spreadsheet, you can input the information. Here, let me do that. This is known as the overhead per year, which is known as the cost pool. So I'm going to use in a normal dollar. Then I will match it with the activities. Another name for activities is called the cost drivers. So if I'm using activity-based costing, I need to know two things: your cost pool cost driver, and I have the activity per year. And I need to find the activity per order. All right, so I list out and I start. I'm going to come to the question and I copy customer service, purchasing, receiving, inventory, administration. I will copy, sorry, the 4 numbers. So now let me copy the 4 numbers. The first is called customer service, purchasing, and receiving. Thank you very much. Inventory, yes. Management, very administration of production. You're right. Then altogether, I get my total fixed overhead. Right? So I use exact dollar, not in thousands, 7,735 with 3 zeros at the back. With 3 zeros at the back. So this is all purely from the question paper. If you're typing this with me, good. I'll just give you a little moment so that we are on the same. If you're not able to type, it's okay, don't worry. You please don't use your mobile phone and start to key in. Don't do that. All right, so if you can do it, good. If you cannot do it, then it's okay. Don't worry, yeah? Don't worry. You're going to try this at home when you're free. Equal to the sum of the 4 numbers. So this is just a spreadsheet equation for a total. For a total. Okay? I press enter. Then I absorb my admin using labor time. The question says so. And I absorb my customer service using the call minutes. I absorb the inventory purchasing and receiving using the purchase. Thank you very much. Purchase orders. And inventory using the components used. I try to match. Correct? Okay. So I have finally the number of units. Units per year. Do you know where this number comes from? Units per year. Okay. This is called units per year. Units per year. And my units per year, 23800. Per order is 16. So these 2 numbers, I think everyone happy. Then I look at my core minute per year. My core minute per year. This is core minutes per year, 899600 per year. And I go to the next page. This is my core minute per order. All this is given. I don't need to calculate, it's given. So I will simply copy core minute per year and core minutes per order. So all okay? Very good. Next one. I have the purchased order. Components used. All this is just given. All this is just given. How about the labor time? It is also given. Come from where? Let me please show you. Here's my labor time. Do you see the total labor time is only 3? That's all. That's all. So what I need to do? 3 per unit. Look here. I'm going to press equals to 3 times unit. You see? 3 times unit. Because the question only give me 3 hours per unit. So 3 times unit. I'm going to do this 3 times unit. It's not difficult. 3 times unit. Not sure, talk to me. So everyone happy? I get 714. Okay. Then equals to 3 times unit. Again, 3 times unit. It's not difficult. So everyone clear? With AC, ABC, you have to fact out first. Now, calculate the cost per unit. Cost price 100, profit 45%. Profit 45%. Selling price 145%. So I'm going to do that. So I control both. This is called absorption, costing. If you want to use a short form, AC, for order number 11784. This is the order number. Ready? Dollar. And I'm given the page here, this page. Material, labor, packaging. I copy. So I have material. I have labor. I have packaging. Right? And I know that it's the same as AC, ABC. 27328. 2608. 1424. If I add them together, I have a total direct cost. So this is called total direct cost for the order. Next, AC only absorb the total overhead one time. So this is called your absorb fixed overhead per order. Then, if I absorb the fixed overhead, I will get myself the total cost. Total cost per order. What do I need to add is a profit markup. And then I got my good friend called selling price per order also. Yes or no? Okay, so the question tells me that this will be 100%. Markup 45%. Selling price is 145%. So if to find the total cost, this will be add together these two numbers. Therefore, cost plus your fixed cost plus your variable cost, I get total cost. So this is called the total cost. Total cost, yeah? Equals to 0.45 because it's 45% times the total cost. Profit equals to cost plus profit. What do I get? Cost plus profit, I get the selling price. I get the selling price. So this is the selling price. So this part also not difficult yet. Not difficult yet. So far clear? I need to fill in this number and I'll be fine. So this box is empty. What do? I learn in class that if I'm using absorption costing, it must be total divided by labor hour in this question. Total overhead divided by labor hour. So thank you very much. Look at the screen. I press equal to the total overhead. Look at the highlighter. Equals to total overhead, right? So far clear? Good. The blue box. Yeah. Divided by labor hour. What do I get? Dollar per hour, not the dollar per order. So this is not enough. I must multiply by the number of hour per unit, number per order. I get cost per order. I say it one more time. Total overhead divided by hours, dollar per hour, times the hour per order, dollar per order. Enter. Don't care about decimal places. You can leave the decimal places there. If you want to, you can change it to whole number. For example, you can change it to whole number if you want to reduce the decimal places. So everything become whole number. If you want to leave it in decimal places, also okay. Never mind. So, finish already. What's this? This is called my current absorption costing selling price. All right? Then what do? You copy. You know that it's going to be the same. So you Control C. But no, don't copy everything yet. Just Control C first. Then you come here, Control V. Then you're going to edit. You will change this to the word called. Very good. Thank you very much. Activity, base costing, and add the word B. Am I right? Then you also come to my class and look at the right hand side. What do? Individual overhead. Yeah, individual overhead. So what's called the individual overhead? Individual, you absorb the individual fixed overhead. Absorb the individual fixed overhead. Because AC absorb total, here absorb individual. Now you be smart. You know that all these are your individual overhead. You highlight, please highlight. Highlight. Control C. Control plus C. If you're using Apple, Command plus C. That means you copy. You scroll here, please come. Scroll it down. Control plus V. What do? You paste it. It's not difficult. Then you come to the top. This is called total. You can copy these three. Cost per order, profit markup, selling price, because you save time. We Control C again. You come to the bottom and Control V, paste. So when your friend asks you, what did you learn today? Oh, my teacher teach me copy paste. It's not so difficult. Control S is to save it, yeah? Control S. Okay, here, total cost, right, ladies and gentlemen, equals to the sum of, close the bracket. All right? Don't go to the top because material labor already added to 31,000. So if you go anything higher, it's just double counting. So we don't do that. Equals to cost times 45%. Cost times 35%. What is it called? Profit. Equals to cost plus profit. Clear? What's this? This is your ABC selling price. I'm going to do that. So, are you ready? What is stopping me from calculating the total profit selling price is the individual overhead now. So do you see I find myself in the customer service? I press equal. Costs for the customer service, back to the top of the screen, divided by call minute, but I get dollar per minute. No good. I want dollar per order. I press multiply. Do you see the formula bar? There's a small little multiply. The order. All right, do you see that? I press enter. I press enter. If I do it correctly, very good. Control C. I copy this equation, Control C. I arrow with shift and I highlight, Control V. So honestly, if you've done it one time right, all time right, copy paste. But if you've done it one time wrong, all wrong. So this is the danger and the advantage of using spreadsheet. Must be very careful. I see copy paste only, right? Because you've done it the first time correct. So you're going to try this at home, yeah? Now, not done yet. A little bit more. If you want to show as a whole number, you can reduce the decimal place if you want to. So I am worried that I'm selling an expensive product at the wrong price. What must I do? I'm going to recommend, right? The question asks me, to give recommendation. Should I use AC better or ABC better? So let's think. In this case, the selling price is 59,000 if I'm using AC. If I had changed to using ABC, it would be 74,000. That means to say my real total cost was actually 51,000. My real actual cost is 51,000. But if I'm selling at 59,000, I'm not making the 45% profit. I'm only making like 8,000 profit per order, which is wrong profit because the costing is wrong. Hence, the finance cycle was right. Financial control would solve the problem because of wrong costing. Therefore, I cannot switch to using machine hour because this question doesn't give me machine hours. I cannot say I shall switch to using activity-based costing. So to convince, I would need to compare the differences in price and the differences in overhead. Direct material, direct labor, packaging costs are the same. So the differences between ACMC, ACABC must come from the overhead. Therefore, this will become the reason for my explanation, percentage change in AC selling price and the ABC selling price. So to find percentage change, I will take ABC new minus O divided by O. Well done. Divided by AC. New minus O divided by O in the percentage. Let me demonstrate, please. Equals to, open bracket, new minus O. O. Divided by O. Then I get some decimal places. I want to express this as a percentage. Maybe to 1 decimal places or a whole number also can. It's really up to you. 1 decimal place also can. Whole number also pass. Why is it? Because, what's it due to? The selling price is different because it's due to difference in selling price is due to fixed overhead absorption, right? Fixed overhead absorption. So I'll do the same thing. Equals to open bracket. This is my, oh, I never put the sum, yeah? Yeah, so it's okay. Equals to the sum of all these overhead, AC overhead, minus the BC overhead minus the AC overhead. This is my AC overhead. And then divide by the AC overhead. Yeah, then I convert to a whole percentage. And I save. And I'm done. All right. So there'll be some spreadsheet in your exam. So I think it's not entirely too difficult. All right. Questions? Anyone? Questions? No? How do I get that? There. There's some formula. I add all the ABC overhead together. I minus away with the AC overhead and I compare the AC overhead. Yeah, it's actually here. So the blue box here are my A, B, C individual overhead. I just added them together and I just compare with the AC one. Save. So next we have beyond budgeting. Then I don't think I want to cover this yet. I don't think I want to do that because I'm going to do this next week. All right, so this is a little bit too rushed. I don't have enough time. It's about 11, 12, 11, 15. So there is another question at the back. Then I want to go through this question, but it's a little bit too rushed for me. So I'm going to do something else instead. I have told students that come to my class, copying is not important. This software is called Windows Journal, and I have a strong feeling that it's the last few years I can use this software. Why? I bought 2 laptops last year. In March, I bought one, Windows 11. Yeah, so I use it to teach in a French school to replace my Microsoft Surface Pro 6. And this Windows Journal keep crashing. I thought it's a computer problem. Then I went on to spend a lot of money to buy this. I show you what I bought. Micro Surface Laptop Studio 2. All right, Microsoft laptop. This is in US. Look nice or not? Very nice. Very nice. So you can have a keyboard and it can actually become a tablet if you fold this down. Then there's a pen that can hide below here. All right. So I bought this pre-order and I bought this in October, received in November. Then when I teach at home in Singapore, I'll be using this. Oh, it's very heavy. I cannot carry it to Cambodia. It's very heavy. And I show you my specification. Right. This is the model that I have. 1 terabyte, 32 gig RAM. I pay 3,600 Singapore dollar. So 2,005 times 3,000. So this is 2,519, 2,520, okay, because it's just 1 cent, times 1.3. Well, it's still cheaper than Singapore. Singapore, I paid 3,006. As a teacher, I get a free pen because it's a pre-order. And as a teacher, check your eligibility as a parent, as a teacher, I get 10% discount. So, but this is US. I cannot buy from US. I'm going to buy from Singapore. I bought this model, this setup. And I thought it's computer problem. Then I find out, cannot be always, I bought 2 expensive computer, one Lenovo, one this one. And how can both computer give me a problem? So I realized that this Windows Journal is a very old software. It's good, it's clear, it's sharp. But then again, I cannot keep using it anymore. So very soon, I'm going to say goodbye to this software. So what's the solution? Better solution. This is called a PDF file. If it's a PDF file, how do you annotate? If you open a PDF file with Microsoft Edge, this is Microsoft Edge. You can take the pen and there's this draw. You can start to write. You can start to save. But the writing is not as sharp, not as clear as a Windows Journal. Windows Journal can add pages and all that. You know, it's just like me telling you what to do. If you want, you can also delete, erase. Then you can actually save. So we have lots of technology nowadays, right? But why don't you ask me, why don't you use the OneNote? OneNote, if you ever use OneNote, it is not so convenient as an A4 page. I have 600 over pages. This material that you have is about 530 something pages. Then Camel added more pages. If it's OneNote, you cannot choose to print only page number 100 to 120. You cannot print that specific pages. You're going to print the whole thing. So OneNote is also not very good. Why is good? Microsoft Windows Journal is good. But Microsoft want to kill this product because they have another product called OneNote. Yeah, so this is just some history. Yeah, but it's a very good material. I'm still using it. So what I do after every class is I go to the file and I choose the word print. Then you'll print into PDF. You see Microsoft print to PDF? I print everything because it's only 22 pages, including the what's it called? ABM, Activity-Based Management. So this is your APM lesson 1. APM lesson 1. Save. So you wait for me to finish printing this. Like I say, I got technology, and I'm going to upload this now. Here, don't need this. In fact, I'm going to upload here. This is our class note. Okay. So this is APM, January to June 2024. If you log in with the CAMED email, right, log in the CAMED email, and then you go to the apps under this classroom, you will find stream. It will bring to stream first. Then you go to classwork. Go to classwork. And you will find at the top, I put there lesson 1. At the moment, it is empty because I've not added anything yet. I'll add 2 things now. Let me save this spreadsheet. I close the spreadsheet so I demonstrate to you what to expect when you come to my class. All right, because it's the first lesson they will see me, there may be some things that you're not sure about how I teach yet. Therefore, this is our spreadsheet. This is the 2 items highlighted, lesson 1 and the spreadsheet. I will drag over here. As you can see, it is already uploaded. But if I save it now, I'm sure if you come here and you click, which is not working. Yeah, class note. Yeah, why is it not working? I did. You'll be able to find the 2 materials there. If you log into the ACC, the Google Classroom with the school email address, you can actually download the materials on the class note. Can you see? Good. So this is just me trying to tell you what to expect from my class every time. All right, so do you know how to access our class material? Even if you're at home, don't be shy. You can chat with me. All right, there's a chat function. Then you can also unmute yourself and speak. So I say this is because you only see me for a few face-to-face classes. Most of the class will be online. Before COVID, every lesson is physical. With COVID, because there's a thing called work from home online also. Yeah, because of that, it's a blended. Blended means it's a mixture between face-to-face. So here you only see me 1 time. The next 2 lessons will be next week. Next week, if you can see here, the blue color, next week, Saturday from 12 to 4. Now, the timing is always in Cambodia timing. If it's at 12:30, Singapore is 1:30. You'll see me teaching you at home. So I'll be at home online. Then you can also access the class via Zoom. Then here, Sunday morning, next week, same timing, 8 to 11:30. Next week, Sunday. So next week, you see me 2 times, on a Saturday and a Sunday. Because previously, it works like that. 1 Saturday, 7 hours. Or 1 Sunday, 7 hours. But students don't like. Say 7 hours to learn is too much. So students say, let's split. Maybe 1 day, one weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Hence, if you are studying both APM and SPL with me, then you will still see me 4 lessons over 2 days. Yeah, so if you're not studying SPL APM, then it's only like 1 lesson a day. But if you are seeing me for both papers, it's 2 lessons a day. So I know it's quite tiring because you need to absorb different things. But to me, I got no problem teaching different subjects because I've been doing this for many years. Right? So if you have any questions, you can always ask me. Clear? Then you will see me in person again in February and in March and in May, but April, no. Because April, I will be a little bit busy, so no traveling in April. Because my master's program started my bachelor's program started and it's a little bit too heavy, if the flight delay, I'll be in trouble. It delayed a few times in the past. So thank you for understanding. So this is you and me. Look forward to the next lesson. I think today first lesson is quite relaxed, right? Yeah, so yeah, just enjoy your class. I will see you again a week later online. When will we get the video? Thank you very much, CDEF, for your question. Unfortunately, I control the PDF copy. I upload immediately. So that one, zero delay. But the video needs to be, oh, thank you for your wish. Yes, I will go back Singapore tomorrow morning because I still have a class from 5 to 8. Our class started at 8. Only this evening, 8, my class will end. So I'll be here for 12 hours. So thanks for your wishes. But to answer CDF question, the video, maybe it'll be a few days. In my experience, it's like maybe 5 days to a week. Yeah, so it's not immediate because it has to download. Then someone gonna do some editing or something, then they can upload. So it will be eventually made available. Yeah, but thank you very much for your wishes, Sukuntera. I will try my best to give you the PDF immediately, but the video is not controlled by me, right? It's controlled by LSC. So there's also many classes that they need to handle. So there may be a little bit of delay, maybe 5 days to a week, right? But thanks for understanding. So there is different people trying to teach you, trying to provide services to you. So I will stop here. I'll stop sharing. And remember, next week, Saturday, next week, Sunday, I see you both days. If you have SPR, the class starts 12:30. So you have 1 hour to take a rest, to have your lunch. I will see you all again next week on Saturday online. Right, so that's all for my class. Thanks so much, and I'll end the class now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.